Hello and welcome to a video. I'm called Saucersaurus, and that's why I'm calling this world Saucersaurus's World. This series will be based on the mod pack Astronomy Space. At least I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. In this video, we're going to be trying to begin our quest to get throughout the entire solar system using this mod pack in Minecraft. So I'm just going to put the name of the world in now. So it's called Worlds because we're going to expand our base over a multitude of worlds in the solar system. And I'm just going to put on cheats just in case we get stuck somewhere throughout our journey. I'm going to try not to use them much. So, it's just going to be loading. And I have played on this mod pack before a bit just to begin to learn about how to play it and how it works so that I'm not looking like a stupid idiot in front of everyone watching. It should load soon, but while it's loading, I'm just going to point out that this is a bit confusing because you can't craft things normally. You have to craft things using stencils and stuff, which I'll come on to a bit later when I make my first few tools, which will just be wooden. They won't be very good. This is also quest line based, so it should have some nice quests for us to fill in while we do it. I'm just going to check it's on peaceful because there's some very, very hard mobs on this, which we're going to have to fight if it wasn't on peaceful. So I might turn it on to easy or normal or even hard once that I get a little bit better equipment, but until then it will remain on peaceful. So just mining some wood because that's what you always do at the start of a Minecraft video, isn't it? And I'm just gonna try and get out of the jungle biome so that I have a little bit more space to expand and build. So this just tells us about manuals, but this quest book is really interesting because it tells us what we have to do next. So currently our quest is 1, getting started. So getting starting material. So I need to collect 5 woods. So that can be any type of wood, which you can see because it's turning into different types of wood. And I just need to have them in my inventory. So at the moment I have 3 wood, so I'm just going to get 2 more, and then hopefully I'll have completed the first quest. So there we go, that should, yeah, the 100% there means that I've completed it. So I'll take the oak wood, because I can get the cobblestone quite easily, and it shouldn't take long. So now I need to make a furnace. So furnace I'll need stone for, which is another reason to be able to get out of the jungle biome, so I can search around for caves more easily. So I'm just going to go and try get out of the jungle biome quickly. I'm not sure if it will show up on the video, but there is a map on the right hand screen, so that it's on the right hand side of the screen, so that I know where I've explored and where I haven't. And I've never seen this material before. It's beet seed. I'm gonna assume I make beetroots out of that. So yeah, this mod pack has tinkering tools in, which means that I can't use the crafting table normally. I have to use special things with like crafting benches and stuff. Which means that it takes more materials to be able to make simple tools like pickaxes. But I can make stronger versions, including alloys, which is where you mix more than one metal together. So I can make bronze, for instance, or aluminium and something else, maybe. I can make pig iron, which sounded interesting, but I'm not quite sure how to make that yet. I think I get like a book on it, though, eventually. Because I have played this for a little bit more, and I went to the moon or something. But yeah, still, this jungle's quite large, isn't it? It should be finished soon. But until then, I'm just going to have to keep checking through it, aren't I? So I'm not going to bother making an axe now, because as I said before, it takes a lot more materials, especially with your first thing. So, and I don't want to bore you with spending ages cutting down trees, so I'm just going to ignore all the trees before, but I might, for now, but I might make a base near the jungle, because then I have a nice, easy path to get to all the trees from. Also, an interesting thing in this mod is that there's new types of metals, like electrum, lead, and stuff. Like, here it shows all the thousands of interesting things in the mod, and I can search for individual things and how to make them. So, they're quite interesting. And there's hats. I like hats. Look, so, if you kill an animal, for instance this cow, wearing a hat, then you get a hat. So, and if you press... I'm not sure which button it is. So I'm just testing the buttons now. So hopefully I should. So I think it was H or G there. I can equip hats now. Now look, I have a panda thing on my head now. It's quite interesting, I thought. And you can do that with any multiple number of hats. So like I could take this dinosaur, because it looks like a nice hat, and have a dinosaur, well, a T-Rex on my head, which I thought was pretty cool. And I'm not sure if you can see the map, as I said before, but I can see using my map that there is some plains over here, so I'm just going to head in this direction so that I can finally be free of the jungle biome. And yeah, the map was right, which it should be. I'm out of here. There now. So now I'm going to explain how you make tools and stuff. So you do need a regular crafting bench or table and some wood. So I'm just going to start with that now. Then you need to make bench type things. So like I can't make a pickaxe here, as I'm just going to show you now. So a pickaxe would usually just be that, but that's been taken out of the game. I can't make pickaxes like that. Instead, I need to make stuff like this. So if I do this, and then I put that under there, then I can make a stencil table, which I'll explain about later. And if I do the same with a crafting table, then I make a crafting bench, which is kind of interesting. Tool station, sorry. And if I go get a log, then I can use that to make another thing that I need, which I'm just going to mine now. And this is all with the blank stencils, by the way, if you're trying to use this as a guide. Which you just make, as I showed before, with the sticks and the planks. And you make parts builders and so on. I think there was one other thing. So let me just check. Okay, I do remember there being one other thing, but I can't remember how to make it at the moment. So I'm gonna find out and I'll make it next episode. But for now, a crafting bench will do that for me. So as you can see, these are interesting benches. And using the stencil table here, I can put a blank pattern in and choose a stencil that I wanted to make. For instance, tool rod pattern. Then, if I go to the parts builder, I can put in the pattern that I want and the substance I want to make it out of to get this wooden tool rod and stick. I don't know why you get the stick, but you do. And using that, I can continuously make more and more stencils until I've got everything I need. So if I get another blank pattern, then I can put the blank patterns in here and take all the other parts I need for pickaxes, which is a tool binding pattern, one of these, and a pickaxe head pattern, if you're wondering. Then, as before, I just substitute these in and out to get all the things I need. And I do it again with the pickaxe head. And then I can go to the tool station. And if I click on a pickaxe, then I can put the things in the right holes, which then makes me a wooden pickaxe. As you can see, that took quite a lot more resources than normal, but I can continuously use these parts again and again, so it shouldn't take that many when I want to make a stone pickaxe or an iron pickaxe or something like that. So, what's the quest at the moment? The quest is to make a furnace. I need to mine down for that and get some stone. So I'm just going to mine down now onto the stone layer, which doesn't look too far, because I can see it now. And then I can use the pickaxe like normal to collect the stone and be able to use it for the furnace. So I just need that money. Then I can go up and use my crafting table to get the furnace. So if I just put that there and do that, then I've got my furnace. I've completed the quest. Nice. Now I've got to collect 20 coal before I can actually take the reward. So that means that I need to go and mine for some coal. And last time I did this challenge, I was very unlucky and couldn't find coal for ages. But hopefully it should be quicker this time. And just to show you, I'm going to show you how you make other types of pickaxes. So, again, I just use the same parts. I don't need to make a stencil this time, because I already have all the stencils. And I can just make, again, stone pickaxe heads, stone binding, and this time instead of sticks I get stone shards. And again I make another tool rod to get a stone tool rod and another shard, which I can then, as before, put in here with the rest of the ingredients to make a stone pickaxe. And an interesting thing about this is that once I remember how to craft the other thing, I can repair tools. So when they break, they don't break properly and like get rid of like they do in normal Minecraft. Instead, they're only part gotten rid of, and you can repair them with materials of the same type. And I'm also just going to use that furnace now to make some torches, because otherwise you can't see very well, and that's not any good for anyone. So I'm just going to put the wood in here, and actually I'll show you how to make an axe. So for an axe, I just put in this and get the axe head thing. And then I'm not sure why this isn't working. There we go. I don't know why that didn't work. And then I can put that in there to get an axe head, and put the tool rod back in to get another tool rod and that. And in the axe you don't need tool binding, and I just press it on the axe, and then I can use it to make a stone hatchet. But it works exactly the same as an axe, it's just called something different. So then I can use that to get logs like normal, to make charcoal in the furnace, which I can use as torches. Unfortunately, charcoal doesn't count as coal, but it should be useful anyway, even if it doesn't help us with the quest. So I'm just going to wait for that to cook now, and while I do, I might look for some interesting hats. But the part of the charcoal's already burnt, so I'll just make it in some torches and come up for the rest of it once I run out of these 4 torches, which probably won't take me very long, but it should be useful. And I need to get my stone pickaxe out. So, some iron, that's useful. And we've run into coal as well, which is very useful for the quests we have at the moment. The iron just because iron is useful, and the coal because coal is what we need for the quest. I'm not going to smelt the iron now, because I can't use that to make it into a pickaxe. I need to use special things, so it would just be a waste of iron. So I'll show you how to make what I need later in a different video, but for now I'm just going to try and do the first few quests, and I might do it until I've finished or started the next quest, because I remember the next quest took me a little while. And look, I've got exactly 20 coal there. So that means that I can claim the reward, which is 12 coal. So that means I should have 32 coal if I check. Yeah, I've got 32. So that means I can go to the next one. So the next one is to collect oreberry bushes. So basically, I've just got to go around and collect all these oreberry bushes. And unfortunately, I can only use a stone pickaxe for these, because I said how hard it was to actually smelt the iron in this. And I remember that it was for a quest that you need to get the thing to smelt the iron, and it takes a while to get. So I'm not going to make that just yet. I'm going to wait for the quest before I make it. So I'm just going to put another torch in now, because it's getting pretty hard to see. And oh look, some tin ore. So tin is useful to make for compressed tin and things like that, which are used quite a lot in making rockets and oxygen gear, which we do need to stay alive on other planets. I've run into dirt. Nobody likes dirt. What's the point in dirt? It's so annoying. But I'm just going to have to dig through it because there's no other way. So look, once it gets to 1 in the corner, which I don't think you can see, the pickaxe stops working. And it is possible for me to repair it. But I can't remember the name of the thing that I need to do that is called. So I can't build that just yet. But I'll make sure to find out for the next video. And I thought I just saw some tin ore there, but I clearly didn't. I must have just been me hallucinating or something. But anyway, I've reached the surface again. So I can now pick up the rest of this charcoal, which I don't really need anymore because of this coal. So I'm just going to put that in to there instead. And I'm not going to smelt the iron or the tin, because that would just be a waste, because I can't even turn it into anything using this. So, yeah, so that was the first video of this astronomy-based mod pack, which I hope you all enjoyed. And that is it for now. Thank you.